Therapy has really changed my life for the better, and I want to preface this by saying not everybody that goes to therapy actually does the work. Going to therapy, it's helped me be more authentically myself, and it's helped me be a better person all around. It's nice to talk to someone that is outside of the immediate situation that you're in. The first thing I learned in therapy is oftentimes people's words or actions is more a reflection of themselves rather than you. For example, sometimes when someone's having a bad day, they'll take it out on you, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're a bad person or you did something wrong. And I used to take a lot of things personally. Therapy has helped me to not take everything so personally because some things are just not directed at you. This also isn't an excuse to not take accountability. Sometimes if you do something wrong, people will respond or react, and sometimes it is your fault. But if you're not doing anything wrong and you're being the best version of yourself and people lash out at you, oftentimes it's a reflection of themselves and how they view themselves. For example, when I wanted to make the jump from corporate to being a creative, people wanted to hinder me from jumping field because they themselves can't conceptualize being able to do something that drastic for themselves. And it's oftentimes a projection of what they think is right, but not necessarily what's right for you. The second thing I learned is that it's important to work on your own self-worth and self-confidence, because if you don't work on that and you're inherently insecure, you'll project that onto others. Now that I'm in a stage of my life where I'm very comfortable with myself and who I am, I cannot be friends with insecure people. And I also learned to believe people when they show you who they are and when they tell you who they are. I can't be friends with insecure people because, number one, I don't want to hold your hand to fix your own self-image or your own self-issues. And everybody has insecurities, but if you're inherently insecure, I cannot be your friend, just because I feel like when people are confident with themselves and when people have high self-worth, then it'll trigger people who are inherently insecure. And then the insecure individuals will try to put you down. And there's a difference between trying to keep your friend humble and trying to put you down. Now that I'm a little bit older, it's just like, why would you want to humble people? Let them soar. Just let them see themselves as high as they want to see themselves. I feel like the reason why insecure people are insecure is because they're not happy with themselves, and it is your job to heal whatever you need to heal to be able to be happy with yourself, because nobody else can fix your problems for you. You have to be able to fix yourself in order to be happy. Your healing has to come from within, and nobody else can fix you. And I find envy is one of the ugliest traits, because envy insinuates that there's a scarcity for the qualities that you want. But I believe that there's room for everybody. There's room for everybody to grow and be successful and to be beautiful. Just because someone else is beautiful, it doesn't take away your ability or capability to be beautiful as well. And I feel like insecure people, they see other people as what they want to be, and there's this sense of competition. But why does there need to be competition if there's abundance? Yeah. I also believe that only you can bring yourself peace. Life is hard. Everybody goes through trials and tribulations. It's not to diminish anybody's problems, but how you handle situations and life obstacles shows me who you are as a person. It's how you face adversity that really dictates who you are as a person. You have to stop expecting people to heal what only you can mend. That's why I now keep a tight circle, just because it's not worth it to me to try to help an insecure person fix themselves. And honestly, I don't believe that I deserve their projections onto me. So I would rather just leave and keep the people that are confident and secure in themselves, because all I want to do is uplift my friends, and I hope that they would want to uplift me too. In my experience, when I've had an insecure person, they want the best for me, but intentions don't mean anything if you're constantly projecting your own insecurities onto other people. In my experience, the insecure people in my life have, in a weird way, have tried to compete against me. The only person I'm trying to compete against is myself. All I'm trying to do is be a better version of myself than I was yesterday. And so when I feel someone competing against me, I get so turned off, and I would just rather not have you in my life if you're not going to support me, because I'm here to support you. And I really try to leave people better than how I find them. There's no shame in not being friends with people that don't align with you. And I used to think that I was a bad person for not wanting to be friends with certain people. But you're not a bad person if you don't want to be friends with people, because sometimes you just get out of alignment and you grow apart, and that's okay. It doesn't mean that anyone's a bad person. It just means that you guys don't mesh well together. And the third thing I learned is setting boundaries is so important. I used to feel like I needed to be a yes man, because if I said no, I would feel like a bad person or I was letting them down. But setting boundaries doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It means that you value yourself and you respect yourself. When you set boundaries, it doesn't mean that you feel like your time is more important than another person's. It just means that you value yourself and want to pour into yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that. I had a lot of trouble establishing boundaries with people when I was younger, and therapy has really helped me with my backbone. Being a doormat isn't cute, and I used to be a certified doormat. Life is just too short to do things for other people at the expense of yourself. If you say yes when you really don't want to, you'll start to form resentment, and that won't be fun for you or the other person. That's not fair. You should only say yes when it feels good. So, therapy might not be for everyone, but it has sure helped me be more authentically myself. And I really do think that everyone can benefit from therapy. It's just how you go about it. I hope that wherever you are in your healing journey, you progress and heal what you need to heal. And I love you so much, homies. I will see you next time. Bye. Okay. 3 life-changing things that oh my god. My lips are always so chapped, so I need a... Okay. Okay. On it... Oh my god, why can't I finish this thought? Give me a second, let's see.